Yo, y'all already know where we are. We are in the Castle Studio. Sorry. Damn, feisty. Anyway, I am the bearded one, Sam Williams, and sitting with me usually is the beautiful, the sweet, and cool, and nice, and everything nice. But right now, she's being a little rough with me. You okay?
I'm wonderful. Okay. All I ask you to do is move your hand, because you...
Okay, can I start over?
You're extra.
Okay, so once again, I am the bearded one, Sam Williams, and sitting with me is Miss Kimberly with a Y.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay.
Fix it. Do it again.
I'm not fixing anything.
Fix it.
I'm not fixing shit.
Fix it.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Third time's a charm. And we making sure they don't edit none of this out because I want y'all to see how she treats me. Okay?
I asked you to move your hand and you went into this whole thing about how I'm usually one way. I literally just asked you to move your hand. You're throwing a hissy fit.
Oh, now we using names?
I didn't did I call you a name?
I'm just playing. I'm not reintroducing us because our listeners, they didn't follow us for long enough. They know this is how we really are. How you doing today?
I'm fine. I'm wonderful.
Good.
Actually, I'm good.
Well, you look good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, looking all right. Shout out to
Star.
I'm just gonna say her name. I was trying to find. No, I am not gonna forget her name.
Do not mess with her name.
I was trying to find the words to just give her gratitude and just tell her how much I'm appreciative for, making my co-host not only be the beautiful, as I always say, but now our people can really see it and, Star, keep doing what you're doing because, man, you make these shows a little bit more easier to tolerate because when she come over when we was in the trap and she was coming over there, this mother come over there and I'm like, oh, you ready for bed?
I'll do it again. I will do it again. Think I will not walk in here in that onesie, in that sleeper. I will do it again.
Well, if you do it, I'll do it.
Then it's done.
Coming soon. I don't know how soon, but it's coming soon.
It's coming.
So, in recent time, because it's been a few weeks since since we went visual, how are you feeling now that, you've had a couple episodes to kind of digest? How does it feel being in this space now? And seeing where we've come from in such a short amount of time.
Started from the bottom. No, it's surreal. I have to say, y'all are so dope because that first visual. What was it? How many? 1,300?
At the time, it was.
At that time. In 2 days is what it said on YouTube.
And this shit just kept climbing.
Y'all made us, oh my God. I'm rarely at a loss for words, but the whole time I was speechless. I didn't even know what to say. We were on the phone and it was just I don't know what to say. I know you were happy I was at a loss for words for once. but nah, that's crazy. That's literally see, I'm lost for words again. Thank you. That's all I can say. Gratitude. That's how I feel.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Gratitude.
I just really feel like I'm the same way. Mm-hmm. The day after the first one dropped, little Miko Sam, I just hope we can get maybe 500 views by Thursday in 1 week's time.
Yep.
And then we wake up 2 days later, I call you and say, Kym, we didn't hit a K in 2 days. All just from being ourselves, just from sitting here, just talking shit.
Talking our shit.
Just talking shit. It's things that friends do on a regular basis anyway, and people get the chance to pay attention and hear what we got to say. And I'm just curious to know what they think when they're watching it, oh, this nigga Sam crazy.
I think that I agree.
I'm cool with it too. Shit. Look, I just know how it made me feel, just one, like I told you in private, I'll tell you on camera, I couldn't have made this journey without somebody who, believed in me enough and decided that they wanted to take a chance. So thank you, because there is no beards and white toes without you. And I mean, it could be because I can do both, but I'm not going to do both. That would be a little weird. I mean, well, it's not weird.
Oh, you said
it's not weird. It's weird because if you see my feet,
you said I could paint your toes white.
I didn't say none of the such.
I think that's what you said.
That shit ain't happening to me.
Okay.
Not me.
Don't have a drink and fall asleep. You gonna wake up with. I'm gonna do it. You know I'm petty, and I like to entertain myself.
Well, you can take your ass home and do that shit, and it won't be at my expense. Anyway, and y'all can take that however y'all want. I'm just playing. I've been drinking.
That part.
Alexander James. I was telling people, if y'all can't tell, we kind of already... This wasn't just now, by the way. This kind of just...
Yesterday was fun.
Yeah, we got this bottle yesterday, and I think that's what happened when you don't bless it. We were so excited to open this bottle that we forgot to bless that joint. And maybe that's why I'm kind of like feeling great right now. But real quick, let me just say this though. Alexander James, though, it's a black-owned whiskey brand from our community. I was telling some of the people who wanted to try it, hey, this shit's stronger than our people, and it's Black History Month. So if y'all looking for a good, smooth, whiskey that's gonna do what it's supposed to do, lock in with Alexander James. It's doing a job on me. Anyway, we'll go ahead and make sure we put this on the Beers and White Toes Instagram page and Facebook page, so you all can go ahead and lock in with the Alexander James whiskey brand. So I was thinking about something when it came to, with my therapy course. With my therapy, and, my therapist rather. One of the things that we talk about is, helping me kind of cope with my divorce. Mm-hmm. Not as much as I thought I would, but it's still things that I need to discuss from time to time that's to help me, continue to press forward. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that we talked about was infidelity, right? And I'm not ashamed of what happened. What happened. We actually recently spoke for the first time in 7 years. And the closure that I needed from that is knowing that we're not enemies. You know what I'm saying? And we've both grown and we both done what we had to do, whatnot. But talking with my therapist has actually helped me understand that, growth is the best way to move on.
It's a big word.
And if you, and it's necessary. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's a very necessary thing. I feel like what led to all of that was, if you listen to some of our previous shows, I mentioned that at one point, we had a conversation and it didn't go well. And that led to me reacting. I became reactive because I didn't want to hear what was said to me. It broke me down. And so I reacted by cheating. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why today's topic is very, very necessary. Today, usually you introduce the topic, but I'm gonna do it because this is one that's been sitting on my heart for quite some time. For our listeners, they all know, look, I don't hide the fact that I'm single. I'm very single, but I'm also unavailable too. We'll talk about that a little bit into this episode as well. But I'm single because I feel like the type of woman that I'm looking for, I have to battle with her too much. And I feel like the reason I have to battle with her is because she has to battle with everything that's around her, in particular the type of men that she's attracting. And so because of that, because I'm the next one in line, or I'm the next one that she wants to give a chance to, I got to deal with the brunt of what happened, previously. So today's topic is toxic masculinity. Like I said, toxic masculinity, yes, is definitely dominated by men. It's a male thing. You know what I'm saying? Hence the term masculinity, which we align with men. But you also have women that move like that.
So say it should be aligned with men.
It should be.
But some women, they take that that they fall under that term too, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I can honestly say, we've talked about it before. I can honestly say I don't think I have ever necessarily moved in masculinity. I've had my moments where I've had to, toughen up or whatever. And let me just say, it's unfortunate most of the time, the way that women get to that point. Typically it's because they've been hurt, they've been lied to, they're jaded, they don't trust. Or in one instance, we heard about somebody like basically that was how she grew up.
Yeah.
So it's almost, it can even go generational, which is super scary. And I will, I'm not me personally, you do what works for you in your relationships, period. What y'all do don't have nothing to do with me. But the gender roles and all of that.
Yeah, we're going to get into that.
Yeah.
We're going to really tap into that.
Yeah.
So real quick, I need to take a quick break.
You going with some more hair on your chest?
No, I just think I need to just get up so we can, because the way I feel about this topic, I need to go and shake off some demons real quick. So we're going to take a quick moment and we'll be right back on the Beers and White Toast podcast.
So basically, I guess I've been those things, been hurt, been cheated on, all that, whatever. But it still didn't necessarily cause me to move in masculine energy. It was just something that I never, I do what I have to do, but it's not, I don't like it. It's me personally, that's my personal opinion. Like, y'all move how y'all need to move. But that's just, even when I tell you though, as far as like simple stuff, I'm mad at you when I got to take out my own trash. Why you laughing?
Because you live alone. Why you waiting on me?
I don't wait on you. If I waited on you, it would be an issue. But that's what I'm saying. So why am I waiting on you? Okay, no.
Because I live far.
No.
I live far as hell, Cam, and you be waiting on me to pick your trash.
I don't wait for you. If I waited for you, it would be a whole issue. We would be having a whole nother conversation.
All right, man.
What I'm saying is this. As my friend, when we started hanging out,
right,
there were certain things that I was not allowed to do.
Okay.
And I am fine with those things. Okay. And it's simple stuff. But like we've said it before, some women don't know to expect this, and some men don't know that that's what they need to be doing. So for example, what are the things, and you tell it, what don't I do when you're around? Well,
you don't. Obviously, she don't take out the garbage.
Nah, don't do that. Because I had to take out my own because,
anyway,
whatever. But
anyway,
go ahead.
Well, and it's not just you. It's anyone.
Exactly.
If I'm around, I open doors.
Yep.
Help you with your coat. When you're a guest in my house, I'll serve you the food. You know what I'm saying? Typically, after that, they kind of feel bad that I have to serve them, and they wash my dishes. So thank you for that, because I hate washing dishes. But anyway, I basically just make sure that, I'm at the attention of the woman to where it gives her an opportunity to move in positive feminine energy.
Yeah.
I think the big problem that we have, especially in this generation of, adults, it's like we don't cope with certain things appropriately. We react to things inappropriately, and because of that, we miss our beats on a lot of things because we're so busy staying jaded. And like my therapist said, man, being hurt by somebody is not a choice. Staying hurt is.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We all have the ability to move forward from any type of hurt that somebody causes us, because we have to realize at the end of the day, if I cheated on you, it wasn't your fault. Even if something was done to cause me to react, if it wasn't an eye for an eye, then no, you didn't deserve that. And like I said, an eye for an eye, because if you did that shit to me and I found out, it's cheaper to keep it. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get my lick back.
I'm gonna get my lick back.
And then we'll talk about it the next day if you want to talk about it. Fuck, just don't tell me about your story. Because the male ego is another topic.
It is so funny that y'all can dish it out, but
I cheat on you 100 times. You cheat on me once. It's over.
I'll do you one better. You can cheat 100 times, and if she even just talks, just entertains, doesn't even actually physically cheat, she is everything but a child of God.
Listen, my short ass will scuffle with a motherfucker for real, because I'm too short to fight. But we can scuffle the fuck out though. But anyway, like I was saying though, like if I did something to you that was totally in reaction to something that you did that was totally regrettable and unnecessary, you didn't cause that. My reaction to it caused the problem.
Unfortunately, a lot of women especially don't think that way.
But see, the thing is, though, I didn't start thinking like this until maybe a year ago. You know what I'm saying? Around, I would say, shortly after my last birthday, I started to kind of get tapped in with love languages. And I also started to get tapped into, understanding relationships. Because like I said, I'm single and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is...
Did you really get... Okay, I'm sorry.
Did I really what?
You said get tapped into understanding relationships.
I did.
Okay.
I did. Right. I started. I didn't say how, I didn't get in depth.
You're right.
I started.
You're right. Okay.
Because I really got in depth with it maybe about 5 or 6 months ago. Shout out to cousin Shanice for putting us on game about emotional intelligence, because we're going to talk about that too.
Yes.
I just felt like the more and more I started tapping into, the romantic relationship, I was kind of starting to think like, okay, for every action, there's a reaction. Mm-hmm. For every cause, there's an effect. Okay, so now that's simple mathematics. Now, how can I go and tap into myself and say, all right, here's what you've done in the past. This is what you did. Okay, why did you do this? Who did you do this to, and what impact did it have on them? What lasting impact did it have on them? So when I went on ahead and thought about all of that, everything kind of came full circle for me, ironically, on my ex-wife's birthday. You and I both know I had a discussion with you about if I should reach out to her and if I should, at the very least, wish her a happy birthday, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I went on ahead and did it, and that entire time in between me hitting send to her seeing it, and and I see that it says read, and now it says that she's typing. Now I'm like, oh shit, it can go one of two ways. This woman can tell me to fuck off.
It can go all right, or it's going all left.
Yeah, she can say left. Fuck off or hello. If I get a hello, I know I got a chance. If I get a fuck off, well, okay.
Well, damn.
Well, damn. Shit. All right. Well, I guess this is fun. I guess this is where our journey officially ends. Let me go ahead and remove you.
Did what I had to do.
Because apparently I disturbed your peace. But that led to me initiating the opportunity to have a conversation with her. Just to really see where she's at in life. Because we, like I said, hadn't spoken in 7 years about anything. I mean, we had some marital stuff we had to deal with, but that don't count. We haven't had an actual conversation. And so we actually set this conversation up like it was a date. And as a matter of fact, we were here in the castle. Mm-hmm. And I was like, they don't know this, but they're going to know now. I was pressed as fuck to get this shit. I'm looking at everybody that's behind the camera. I was pressed as fuck that night, okay? Trying to get home.
He's like, look, that was so quick. I barely stopped the car before you hopped out of it.
Because I didn't, first of all, first impression is the lasting impression. I didn't want to come off like this nigga tardy. Because I didn't know what her time was looking like. Maybe she only had 5 minutes. Well, if that's all the time she had, then that's all the time I needed. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we spoke a little bit longer, but at the end of the conversation, I made sure to, one, affirm her, and let her know that, no, it wasn't your fault. But then I also made sure that she knew that I was truly sorry. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The excuses that I had made at the time, and even the excuses that I kind of fumbled with even leading up to that moment, I had to relinquish those and just call it for what it was.
And the whole time that helped her, I can guarantee you that probably helped her as much, if not more, than it helped you. Because of the simple fact, I told you, like, I've been in that situation. I'm moving on and healing without getting I know I'm never going to get that apology. And that's like a whole different battle. Like, you screwed me over. You know what you did to me, how you left me. And when I say how you left me, I mean mentally,
right,
emotionally. And you, like, you legit don't care. Like, you legit don't have anything to say.
I mean, in that instance there, that's where the ego comes in at. Let's take romantic relationships out of this and let's just call it for what it is. Male ego is the number one killer amongst black men. Okay? If you're not killing somebody over money, you're killing somebody over a woman. If you're not killing somebody over a woman or money, you're killing somebody over something that they said to you. And if it's nothing like that, then you just killing because you hating on this man for whatever he got. You know what I'm saying? Certain instances, look, I understand, do what you got to do. My only thing is just keep the innocent people out of it. You know what I'm saying? If your beef was with that one person. But see, we grew up in a time where there were codes for things. Mm-hmm. I'm from the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Born in the 80s and grew up in the 90s. So I was around knowing what those codes were. We didn't touch women.
Women and children.
We didn't touch children. And if you killed a kid or you killed an innocent woman, you had to turn yourself in. Those are the things that I was taught growing up. And I'm not even affiliated. I just know. Just from the culture then. Mm-hmm. And now, you know what I'm saying?
There's something different.
We got more goddamn fugitives running around in Chicago for killing innocent people than we got anything else. Because I guarantee you a lot of their targets ain't being touched.
Which is just crazy to me.
But once again, that's that ego. The fact that, at the end of the day, your anger for something that's so trivial runs that deep that you got to go ahead and kill any fucking body. Because at this point, if you got your target out there and you got a group and one target amongst 10 people and you just don't give a fuck.
You just letting loose.
Yeah, man, we got to really start looking into that shit a little bit more, man, because honestly, that's a big reason why you have so many homicides going on in Chicago and probably everywhere else, but I ain't everywhere else. I'm in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Which means I care just a little bit more. So let's take it back into the romantic relationship too, because I felt like I still had a little bit of energy from my last episode. I just really feel like, honestly though, once you learn to take accountability for your own actions and how you really, and the things that, your actions and, your feelings, then that will allow you to have that apology that you feel like you deserve. Even if it's just, look, I fucked up. Because some people just won't even say, I'm sorry. But it's still
acknowledgement. It's acknowledgement and it's accountability. And like you said, in a way, it's basically you saying it wasn't you. Right. It was me. It wasn't your fault. It was mine. But whole time you have people who, instead of leaning, even thinking about going that way, we deal with the narcissism. We deal with the manipulation. We deal with the vindictiveness, the spitefulness, that type of thing. But you just said it's because of ego. Because ego won't allow you to be accountable. Literally, it's everybody else with the problem.
There's a saying, ego is the middle part between earth and hell. And I ain't trying to go there. It's going to be some people down there I know, but I ain't trying to see them niggas yet. But anyway, so seriously, like, when men, because everybody makes it about the man, okay? When you go on social media, you got men bashing men, you got women bashing men. You very seldom see it with women. And women...
Well, you said seldom, because I'm like, I've seen some hurt men.
That's what I'm saying. You got men talking crazy about men. You got women talking crazy about men. So, like I said, you have everybody aligning, toxicity with men. And when it comes to toxic masculinity, you got some women that move that way. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick moment and we're going to gather our thoughts and we're going to be right back. So in addition to toxic masculinity with men, we both agree that you do have women who move like that too.
Absolutely.
As a man, one is unattractive. Okay, I'm just being honest. It's very unattractive. The only problem is, I feel like, and I don't even think I'm in that space anymore to try to help a woman move out of toxic masculinity. Mm-hmm. I don't think I have the patience, at least right now I don't. Because I spent a lot of time in the dating scene doing that shit for people.
You spent a lot of time doing a lot of stuff that was just like...
And came out feeling... Because I ain't no goofy, but I came out feeling like what?
You ain't a goofy, but you was kind of...
Hold on.
Acting like one.
Let me tell you. No, wait, whoa.
No.
Hey, wait, we ain't talking about this. Wait, okay. Hold on. Let's go ahead.
I already told you everything that you were doing. Okay, you know what? You really want to get into this. All right.
Yeah, because we here now. You about to get these motherfuckers what they want to see. With the people that came here and the people watching at home.
Okay. I told you. Sometimes you was doing too much too soon.
Okay.
You were going too hard. Why are you playing Captain Save-A-Hole? You didn't mess this girl up, so why are you putting your all into fixing her? See, you be asking me to do it, and then you... Oh, you finna lay out?
Yeah.
Are you dead or are you in therapy?
Both.
Oh, okay.
I'm dying inside.
You want me to be honest? If you were dying inside, it's because you let them heifers almost kill you.
Oh, Lord! Damn, Kym. I said, but no, this is good though.
You asked me, and you know that anything that I say to you, it comes from a place of love. We've established that on several episodes. I want to say it was the first visual where I want all the smoke behind you because you are my friend.
Oh.
And so whole time though, was I not like legit going off on you, cursing you out about the stuff?
Man, it was bad.
And that was a couple occasions. That was a couple of times. But was I right or was I right? Because the whole issue about all of that is that you were putting in all this energy, all this effort to not have it reciprocated. And that was what was pissing me off. That is where you were low key. You are not a goofy. Sam is not a goofy. But you were acting
know
like
that shit.
But you were acting like one. For reasons, even though you told me that I could never comprehend, that I could never quite, and I like to think of myself, I know I play all day, but I think I'm pretty smart. You all right. Okay, like I do all right. I mean, I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. Sir, you don't have kids. Why are you putting up with this foolishness? Sir, you have a decent job. You have your own place. You have your own car. You kind of funny. You not too bad on the
Come on, keep going. Keep going.
Look, boom. You're not too bad on the eyes sometimes. Look,
I have to agree with you on that one. Because I like to be at home.
Like, let's be ugly in peace. Look, please.
I have no problem being ugly. Look, I don't give a fuck. I'll go out in public and be ugly.
While you talking about me and my sleeper, don't judge. But whole time, that's what I'm saying. You were doing so much for women who, rewind. You were doing so much for girls. For girls. Can we
knock a couple dollars off?
No.
Okay.
I can say it. You can't.
Damn. Okay.
I got to get my jar too. I'm going to bring it. We at $6. You cashing out at $10.
Okay.
You were doing all of this stuff for girls that didn't deserve it. And I told you, I said, look, I'm never a hater. I want you to be happy. You deserve all the happiness in the world. But if I see some mess, I'm going to let you know. And I called it every time, didn't
Every single time.
I know how this is going to sound. I don't care. Any one of those girls Are they around?
Hell no, they. Okay. Well, actually, they're trying to be, but like I said,
no.
Hey,
no,
look,
no.
You can't come back here.
Damn straight.
Okay.
I'm not having it.
Unless you trying to.
You know what?
No, I was just playing. Don't. No, you can't.
Let him come back. I'm coming after you.
I'm just playing.
I'm coming after you.
I'm just playing. I don't think my soulmate is in this state anyway. I'm probably gonna relocate.
That's what my friend told me. She was like, you're gonna have to leave Illinois. She said he's not here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find me a chick from Hammond. I'm done. That's not Illinois, right?
I'm done. I'm done. You got it.
I'm go to Kenosha, Wisconsin. Or do like a lot of brothers do.
Stop.
Take my ass to Iowa. Not shout out to my homie, but he didn't go there for that. My homie came, he went out there and did his thing.
Actually, no.
But anyway, no, I'm just joking. Kinda.
I'm done.
But if my soulmate is in Hammond, I'm cool with that. That's far enough off the grid for me.
But I'm gonna tell you this.
Damn, Alexander James.
You already know how it goes down. You said that's when I'm in my worst. But anyway,
and you really did just do that. But you know what?
You asked.
But you know what though? Let me tell you why I have no problem with my ego anymore. I wouldn't have been able to sit through that shit in real life if I was really going through it like
Facts.
that. You know
and
what I'm
I wouldn't
saying?
have done it if because I see what happened the last time I did it. And the time before that.
I'm still trying to heal from that. We ain't got that deep in therapy yet. I think I need to talk about that, man. But no, seriously though, like I feel like where you can, even if there is ego, where you can balance out the ego is accountability and being able to receive. But I feel like you said, everything that you said I was doing, yes, I will totally agree. But let's also consider some of this as well. You know, a lot of those women that I was talking to were just leaving.
You could have said girls this time. I wouldn't have even gave you the $1. The dollar.
I'm trying to save my money. You ain't about to have a pizza party on me.
I wouldn't even add the $1.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna just keep it what it is.
Okay.
No disrespect.
Nah, ain't no disrespect, but it's the difference between girls and women. But go ahead.
I just really feel like what I was doing was, I was taking chances on women who really, honestly, I shouldn't have had no business even given the opportunity to, just because of what type of circumstances they had just come from. It don't even matter, honestly, how long you've been in and out of a relationship. How long did it take you to heal from that shit? Some people bounce back in a couple months. Kim Kardashian bounced back while she was still married. You have people that just bounce back different. You feel me? But then you kind of start to find an opportunity to say, okay, is it really worth me putting this energy into? Because I'm not getting something. Something's missing.
You know what, is it worth your peace?
And that part
because that's what was sacrificed. And when I say sacrificed, I mean it. That is what was sacrificed.
And I think also what makes the courtship of women with this type of energy is that, we live in a very dark time. That's the age of social media. You have women who sit here and get on this little app and they flex so hard about the type of man that they don't want and can't find the type of man that they do want. And then you shorten your chances because the niggas you don't want are the ones that don't want you either because they just sat there and just watched you talk shit about them. Listen, I'm going to just be on some real shit. You got women out here that want the world given to them because they can't afford it themselves. You got women that want to go spend, they want to go to they want a man who got a nice ass crib because they sleep on an air mattress.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But what have I told you before? I'm like, I will not require a man to give me something that I can't do for myself. Now, if you just want to do it, of course, I'm with it.
And let's also keep something else in mind. Don't get, fellas, I know we like women with big asses, small waists, and titties and veneers and shit. I'm cool with that shit too. I'm fine looking at it. It's great to look at. But understand that shit comes with a balance. And a lot of these chicks went over to Colombia, wherever they came from, and spent their life savings to invest in themselves. Don't be that woman's investment plan, and don't let her be the reward. Because no, in all joking aside, when you see like these are the main type of women that we see on social media. They're all over the music videos. They're at all the parties as promoters or whatever you want to call them. But they also have to be with a certain type of man.
I saw something the other day on social media, and there was somebody was like, I will never forgive y'all for looking up to rappers' babies' mothers. Like, but whole time, why? Because of how they look. Some of them, if you got your own business, whatever, but...
Yeah, but I don't want this ain't a knock.
It's not.
But the thing is, though, when you have those type of women, most women, I'm not going to say all, because I know some personally, they need somebody to help keep that shit up. That shit ain't cheap.
It's not.
It's about $10,000 to $15,000 a year.
I think some people don't realize, like, once you get that work done, you have to maintain it. It's not just, I'm done, I got it done, so, whatever. You have to maintain it.
The massages I know cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
What if that shit is botched and you got to go back and get it fixed? You think most of the time, where the fuck they gonna get that money from? They looking for a certain type of man. And that's not to be bogus or anything and just talk down on them, because that's not everybody's case. But when you kind of just look around you and see how society is looking at these particular women, look at the type of man that they're attracting. And this is why they end up being, in situations that they're in, dealing with men who essentially, just use them for, it's like a trade-off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What are you willing to sacrifice for that type of man?
And then for that man, what are you willing to give up? How much are you willing to give up to just have
Are you willing to go?
That part. So before we close this quick segment, I just want to just say this. A lot of us don't, as men, we really don't have a safe space to cope with some of the things that we're going through. I'm fortunate because I do have a strong village around me, you feel me, that will be honest enough and tell me what you just said, because I ain't repeating none of that shit. But I have great friends in my circle that can tell me, like, hey, you need to kind of scale back because this is what you're doing. You got other people that's your shit. But then you also need to have women that have that same type of mentality.
Absolutely.
And not come from a scorn place themselves. Because you have more women that we assume are scorn than men. And men, not saying that they don't have scornful tendencies, we're not as vocal about it because we usually don't like to either publicize it on social media like women do, or we don't like to talk about it to anybody, so we internalize that shit. And then we never break the cycle, and then we just keep going and we keep rolling with it because, you know what? Once is enough. This is never going to happen to me. Like I said on one of our other shows, I'd rather hurt a woman 100 times before she hurt me once. Mm-hmm. I ain't going to sit here and act like I'm not, that's just not wrong. But honestly, that's just how I feel. Because
it's a defense mechanism.
It is a defense. And that's probably how a lot of women feel too. Because
absolutely.
Honestly and truthfully, the one situation that just kind of pushed me over the edge, it was like, you know what? Yeah. Look, that shit put me on the real couch.
Look, I'm not going to say nothing. I said everything that I had to say about it. Well, no, I'm sure I could come up with more, but... And
you know what? We ain't even got to dive that...
Yeah, because you can't even say that name around me no more.
And yeah, we ain't got to worry about that. But what we're going to do is this. We're going to take a quick moment. We're going to kind of regroup. We're going to take a step away from this. I got to use the bathroom. No, I'm just joking. I already did that because that's what responsible people do. Anyway, we're going to take a quick moment and we'll be right back. So, when we look at toxic masculinity, like I said, it's not even real. That's the one thing that don't really have a gender.
No,
you know what I'm saying? It's neutral because it's a behavior. You know what I'm saying? What I would like, at least what I would like to experience while I'm still, appreciative. I mean, I'll always be appreciative, but I want to be in a space to like just have all the energy in the world for whatever woman I'm with. You know what I'm saying?
Just make sure that energy is reciprocated.
No, and that's what I was gonna get to. I want to be able to feel what I'm giving. I want to be able to feel that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I enjoy, you know, being a good man, because one thing I'll say, and I got this from one of my neighbors before I got married. I didn't understand that shit until like I was a couple years divorced, is that when you have all of these different partners and you in a committed relationship, what you don't realize is you bringing all those people to bed with you if you share the bed with your partner. That's why you have sleepless nights. Either you have it or your partner don't have it. Either you have it, you had a sleepless night, or your partner has it. Because it's an energy that you bring to the relationship.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just really feel like, you know, like I said, jokingly, you know I got a soulmate out there. I'm not really looking for her right now, but if she came around, she'd have to like really blow my socks off for me to even consider it, because I'm gonna be like, who sent you?
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who sent your ass? Because I ain't come looking for you.
But I told you the whole time, like, as you continue on your journey, right? As you continue to focus on your mental health and your physical health and all of that, it'll be revealed. Basically. Absolutely. Like, when you all in your purpose and everything, like, you know how you find someone you're not looking for it.
Yeah.
That's hard too.
Look, because I know how when I wasn't looking for what we got right now, I know how it made me feel. I know how it made me feel then, and I know how it makes me feel right now. So if that feeling is anything as close to what I feel now, I know it's gonna be a wrap.
It'll be more than that. But
fuck all that. Let me just say this. I traded in love to chase a bag, okay? Because I was getting tired of running after love and shit.
And you shouldn't be running, but you know. Okay.
Well, I was trying to get as far away from this shit as possible, so I was running, but I don't run so fast.
Nah, I meant you before when you was
clumsy.
Trying to run to it, but
yeah, when I was running to it, I guess they didn't like the scars and on my knees because I kept falling for them too quick, apparently.
It ain't no apparently.
I got a rock in my hand right now. Anyway, I just really hope that people can understand, in order to kind of move out of that, a couple things need to happen. One, you have to learn to be accountable. That's first and foremost. Yeah. You know, when your real village, the real people around you, you know, have something to say that is, you know, letting you know, like, hey, you need to cool out with this because you're doing this or you're doing too much. I think we need to have more friends like that instead of the ones that say, yeah, fuck that shit. Go ahead and get up out of there. Men. You know, yes men and yes women. We have less of those. We have more healthier people when it comes to decision making. Because I feel like people get so hyped up on trying to, you know, take their own personal feelings and they try to warp their shit onto somebody else. Because if I'm feeling this shit, you gonna feel this shit too. And we don't realize that type of hurt that we put on people is kind of like, you know what I'm saying, that's just toxic for everybody. Like, look at this nigga Kanye. Shout out my nigga Skeet, man. Hey, that's your woman, bro. Living your truth. If you look, just know that she's been there before, okay? But now you got to be there with her and his kids. Can I talk about that for a second? Oh shit! I'm about to talk about something real quick that's really been on my heart, man. It's deadbeat dads. In my opinion, that is the motherfucking epicenter of male toxicity. Okay, one, because either you're absent and you got a son or daughter who don't understand the importance of a strong male figure. But then you get mad. I'm talking to y'all because I know some of y'all watching this show. Can we switch seats? Because I need to get a little closer. Swap seats with me. I know. What type of foolishness? Because I need to get closer to the camera.
You are doing the most.
I'm not. I just plan to be a little bit closer.
Oh my God.
I'm talking to y'all. And I'm off this Alexander James, okay? So I'm really about to say.
We ain't blaming it on the alcohol, just
okay.
Come on.
It's just an extra pack in my back. There's a lot of you single, a lot of you men who have these children with these women.
Boys.
Okay.
Just like I did. You know me. I'm talking to you.
Okay, because I want you to tell your camera that.
Oh my God. I see every side of every story.
Okay.
I said girls versus women, so now we boys versus men.
Okay, cool.
Let's be real.
Anyway, so look, we ain't hurt this woman. You did. But if this woman here want to talk to me, or any woman or anybody want to talk to me, just understand, I know I ain't them kids' father. You supposed to be.
And whole time, your feelings are hurt because you think somebody's trying to take your place, but that's your guilty conscience because you just know you're not in place where you're supposed to be. Don't take that out on that man that's come around. Continue.
So anyway, with that being said, remember this. I ain't trying to be them kids' dad because my mom told me this once upon a time. I ain't had no pleasure in making a little motherfucker. You come get this little motherfucker while I'm over here drinking your kids' fruit snack, eating their fruit snacks and drinking their Capri Suns. I'll replace them because I can do that. However, seriously, we need to stop and just think for a second. Like, real talk. I created this situation. How can I try to make the situation better? Because if you put your hands on me or you decide to put your hands on somebody else, not only are your kid not gonna have a father, you fuck around with the right person, they won't have a father. So be careful on who you act crazy around. We're not here trying to take your place. All we're here to do is love on their mama. You can come get the little motherfuckers on the weekend though. Otherwise, we'll drop them off to you if we knew who you were. But that's neither here nor there. Be better dads. And we ain't got to worry about us trying to take your place.
And hold on, because we do have to look at it from every perspective. That goes for you deadbeat mamas too.
Yeah.
That goes for you deadbeat mamas too, because like whether people realize it or not, there are deadbeat mothers out there. Y'all are trash, honestly.
Like why y'all hold y'all kids away from the dad because y'all don't want him to move on from your
Man, look, come
what kind of
get
shit is
them.
that?
You can come get them. Come, you need their sizes too. What do you need? What do you need?
Damn. I be hearing my man on the radio and shit talking about I'm trying to get fathers' rights. I thought women needed a goddamn break.
Because that's what I was gonna say. Like, if a man is actually trying to be in his kid's life and you're like blocking him, like whole time, if you're blocking him because of your personal vendetta or whatever, grow up because y'all ain't hurt in both situations. Y'all ain't hurt nobody but these kids. If we're being honest,
On both sides.
Mama gonna have a life, daddy gonna have a life. Whether that included you or not, that's on you. You did that.
Can we toast to that?
I was gonna say, give me my glass since you made me move. But yeah, like I'm that. Deadbeat parents. You said deadbeat dads. Deadbeat parents.
Because I don't deal with deadbeat mamas because I ain't got no kids. I just got homies that deal with deadbeat mamas, but that's different.
And whole time, let me tell you something. If you ever let me get wind of you dealing with a deadbeat mama, your ass gonna be laid right back here on this couch because I'm gonna go in again.
Condoms and hot sauce. That's how we prevent that shit from happening. Shout out to Drake for that little life hack. Anyway, Kym.
Sam.
You know how I usually feel when it comes to like relationships. You feel me? I feel like, I want to see everybody win. And I know everybody's not going to win. I get that part. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I just want people to just understand that it's like, seriously, like, in order for you, and we talked about this, healing before you move on.
First episode.
Very first episode.
Episode number 1.
No, yeah.
Number 1.
With the corny, cheesy ass music.
That was all you.
I was
like, yo.
Because look, I ain't have Royalty Productions handling our production.
Because I was like, oh.
We've been changed. Hey, all y'all, thank y'all. Because y'all definitely Y'all did some shit. But anyway, I just want to see people win. And like I said, I know everybody can't win. But let's kind of learn, if the shit don't work, it's okay to just move on.
Bow out gracefully.
And yeah, don't go out sad. Like, I know people want Kanye to get his family back, but that woman had already said she ain't trying to fuck with you. I ain't never even heard a person filing to be legally single. I didn't even know that was a thing. As a matter of fact, what time the court open tomorrow? Because I'm really that deep in the trenches to where I don't want to date nobody. I want to be legally single.
Well, the whole time, just don't. There's a way. There's
no, I want that shit on paper. Wait. Ooh, I seen you on the show. I followed your Instagram. How you doing, Sam? Can I touch your beard? No, lady, you can't touch my beard. I just got it done. You gonna get some stuff on your finger.
What star tell you? What star tell you? You want me to? Do I need to call her?
Hell no, you ain't gotta call her. Look, all I know is I just want something to say, look, ma'am, I can't. My papers say I'm legally single. You can't date me. I'm totally off limits. These are my freedom papers. Okay.
Whole time y'all be thinking that this is what y'all want. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Majority of y'all ain't equipped to deal with this.
Don't fuck my chances up now.
Majority of y'all ain't equipped to deal with this. Get some, grow up a little bit.
I have a couple IG influencers that follow me now, thanks to this show.
So, but guess what?
And I don't need you fucking up my chances, because one day maybe I'll be able to afford to pay for their upkeep.
And that's fine. But
she ain't gotta cook or clean either.
All I'm gonna say is this though. That's fine. But whole time, just make sure it's worth it. Cause your ass is gonna be laid on the couch again. That's all I'm saying. And
then I'll be able to buy a new one.
Oh my God.
Don't look.
This is what I'm saying. Y'all ain't ready to deal with this like for real.
Be saved. Don't.
Y'all think. Yeah, and I posted this before, so don't, I'm not trying to fuck up your chances, but...
Oh, my chances already fucked up now, since you had my ass over here all sad looking and shit.
Okay, so we gonna do that. We gonna talk about accountability, right?
I did it to myself.
Thank you, without even making me have to go through this again. Thank you, because I stay ready. I'm always with it. So
I know you are, Kym, and that's why I come to you, because I know you always, no matter what, you always gonna have my back.
Absolutely.
Whether I want to hear that shit or not. So I greatly appreciate you. You got anything left in your cup? You got a little.
Look. All I'm gonna say is this: when she got to blow my socks off too for you.
Oh, thanks.
So
wait, hold on. Wait.
She better be worth it. Is all I'm saying.
Kym.
She better be worth it.
All right, so look, we about to take a break because we got something to talk about.
What we got to talk about? No, she just better be worth it. Okay.
Can you before we leave this segment? Can you just clarify?
Yes,
can you just say
I was about to. No, I ain't gotta say none of that shit.
Okay.
All I'm gonna say is this. This is a good dude right here. And this is my friend. And we don't have, or at least they're a little scarce, the real good men out there. So I'm not finna let y'all mess up another one. So if you're coming for him, just come correct. That's it. Because otherwise, I'm gonna be right there. Just like you do for me. You tell me in a heartbeat.
Pause. No, I'm just playing. I'm not. Don't hit me, please. Look, we almost done, okay?
And I done made it this far without hitting you, and that's been a miracle.
Yes, please. Whew. Look, thank you, okay?
I'm just saying.
Thank you. And if y'all looking for me, make sure y'all blow her socks off. We gonna take it.
I hate you.
And we gonna wrap up today's episode.
I'm done. So, are you okay now?
Yeah, I drank some water.
Okay.
I got a chance to take a deep breath, talk to a few of my people that's here in the audience. I'm fine. Okay. I'm okay. I'm centered enough to where I can receive everything that was given to me, and I can move forward.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great. You're welcome.
Okay.
Just, you ain't have to be a smart ass. You knew what I meant, but it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, we doing this shit for TV.
No, I said it's okay. I just said it's okay. See, this is why we always fight. Because I legit just said it was
I'm just playing. I'm playing. I play too much.
all damn day.
I'm still a little toxic.
You ain't let the lifestyle go completely. I know what I know. You're toxic. But you're growing.
Can you just finish? I think you've given me enough for this episode. Save some for next episode.
Well,
or not.
Who are you shouting out? Let's just go to it because you
All right.
getting your feelings.
Okay, Kym, damn. All right. First of all, I want to shout out the ones that came into the studio today to listen to us talk a little bit of shit because this was fun. It was fun as hell. This was a really fun episode, and it was even more fun drinking Alexander James. Like I said, man, y'all look at the content on that bottle, man. That's 90 proof.
Man, you didn't even pay attention to it yesterday.
I just picked the shit up. Look, but listen, though, it's dead serious. That's how deep this shit goes. So this brand Alexander James, I know a lot of people who personally know him, and I have been wanting to try it. I actually tried it once before, but I wanted to be able to support. So Kym and I decided to, not only purchase our very own bottle of Alexander James, but we also made sure that we gave this black man, his flowers.
That's right.
I've been joking on the episode the whole night saying that this whiskey's stronger than our black people, and we pretty goddamn strong. As you can see, if you can't, you ain't paying attention. I'm trying to stay focused here, but no. All joking aside, we got a brother that's making a good brand of whiskey. Mm-hmm. Seriously, like, this is the perfect gift to buy, to have around the table at Easter. You know what I'm saying? Because we got Easter coming up. Father's Day gift, birthday parties, whatever. If you're looking for a really good, strong whiskey on a day like today, a nice sunny Sunday, definitely lock in with my man. Find us on, you can find the brand on our social media, Beers and White Toast, Facebook and Instagram. And you'll also see it on in the description on this page. But yeah, once again, shout out to the makers of Alexander James whiskey. And then also, I want to shout out somebody who I revere very, very much. My little sister, my little sister, Felicia. And actually, I want to also shout out her fiance, my soon-to-be brother-in-law. He goes by Doe the Barber. Listen, my sister is a loctician in the south suburbs of Chicago. I know her.
Like, I haven't, gone to her but I've seen the work.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine living in that house and watching her grow? You know what I'm saying? And the amount of time that it took my sister is an inspiration to me, because my sister has definitely shown what it looks like when you take a situation and you create the narrative you want to create for it, and you allow the commitment of what your craft is to manifest. You can blow up. So I want to just shout out to the Lock Princess.
Empress.
I'm sorry. I called her princess because that's what we called her growing up. The Lock Empress. Look, I've been drinking. Look, my sister royalty, period. And shout out her kids too, all three of them. I love y'all. Uncle Sam, we trying to blow up just so I can get y'all college fund. So your mama don't have to work so hard, because she works very hard. But anyway, yeah, shout out to the Lock Empress, who is my little sister. And also shout out to her fiance, Doe the Barber. Go in, get your hair locked up, and go see Doe and get lined up. That's it for me. Also, just more, like I said, in addition to the audience, my sister and soon-to-be brother-in-law. Of course, we got to shout out the Castle Studio and Royalty Productions. And as you probably have noticed in this episode, we don't have our third member, DJ Univercity. He's still taking care of a little bit of personal business, but he'll be back after this episode. We do have a musical guest. This person that is performing is somebody I've known my entire life. And it's important for him to be here, because he's the one that told me I needed to do this. So I would be remiss to not have him jump on the Beers and White Toast. So today, at the conclusion of this show, I want y'all to stick around, check out my homie, my brother, Sonny Trill. And with that being said, wherever you are, thank you all so much for watching the Beards and White Toes, and wherever you are listening to it on your way to work in the car, or you're listening to it in your AirPods and your headphones at work, thank you all so much for listening.
Or you watching it.
Or you, look, if you're watching it,
together.
if you're watching it, I hope you work from home. Because if you're watching it at the office, don't be like me. I got caught a few times watching movies. But guess what? I told y'all in one of the past episodes, I'm an asset. You can't fire me. I'll quit this bitch.
You can't quit me.
Right, you look. And if you do fire me, please make sure I get my unemployment because I still got shit to do. Anyway, wherever you all are, thank you again so much for watching and listening. Have a good day. Have a good night. We out of here. Peace out. That's a motherfucking rap.
They on board with the wave, get them all, let's surf. I made plays with my cousin.